Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be discussing one-to-one function. First, let us define one-to-one function. By definition, the function f is one-to-one if for any x sub 1 and x sub 2 in the domain of f, then f of x sub 1 is not equal to f of x sub 2. That is, the same y value is never paired with two different x values. Or in other words, for it to be a one-to-one function, hindi pwedeng maulit yung first element and yung second element. If you can remember with our discussion of functions, we are checking, or the condition to be satisfied for a relation to be considered as a function is that the second element cannot be duplicated or hindi pwedeng nauulit yung second element. So in this case, for a one-to-one function, both the first and second element ay hindi mauulit yung value. Okay, so the same y value is never paired with two different x values. So for some examples, let us determine whether the given situation represents a one-to-one function or not. For letter A, the relation pairing an SSS member to his or her SSS number. In this case, each SSS member is assigned to a unique SSS number, and thus this relation is a function. And also, two different SSS members cannot be assigned with the same SSS number, and thus the function is one-to-one. Kasi diba, you being an SSS member, ma-assign ka ng SSS number. You will, one individual cannot be assigned two different SSS numbers. Therefore, function siya. And also, each SSS number is unique to one or to an individual or to an SSS member. And therefore, hindi rin nauulit yung SSS number. And therefore, the relation pairing an SSS member to his or her SSS number is a one-to-one function. Second, the relation pairing a real number to its square. So, ito yung, for example, 1. Anong square niya? That is 1. And say 2, what is the square of 2? That is 4. So yung relationship na yun. So each real number, any real number na piliin mo, you can get a unique perfect square. When you multiply a number by itself, so meron siyang value, may unique perfect square. Therefore, this relation is a function. However, two different real numbers, for example, positive 2 and negative 2, they can have the same square. Since 2 squared is 4 and negative 2 squared is also 4. And therefore, this function is not one-to-one. So, function siya, but hindi siya one-to-one. And for letter C, the relation pairing a person to his or her citizenship. So, ibig sabihin, like for example, ako, I am a Filipino. Or maybe a person is an American. A person is a Phil-Am. So, yun. A person and his or her citizenship. So, please note na, katulad nung sinabi ko kanina, a person can be a Phil-Am. When we say Phil-Am, Filipino and American. Therefore, that is dual citizenship. And also, maraming tao pwedeng maging Filipino, or madaming tao ay Filipino. Maraming tao na American. So, this is simply a relation. Hindi siya function. And, of course, since hindi siya function, hindi rin siya one-to-one. Now, aside from inspecting the elements or the pairing of the relations or the functions, what if masyado ng marami, or like for example you are given a graph, ano, what will you do, to identify whether it is a function, whether it is a one-to-one function or not. So if you can remember yung ginagawa natin with function, what we do is we use the vertical line test to identify whether a graph is a graph of a function or not. For one-to-one function, a way to determine whether a graph represents a one-to-one function is by using the vertical line test and the horizontal line test. To use the vertical line test, so a graph represents a function if and only if each vertical line intersects the graph at most once. So familiar naman na kayo dito, you simply have to draw vertical lines, and kapag na-touch niya yung graph more than once, then hindi siya function. The vertical line can only touch or intersect the graph at most once. And an additional test to determine if it is a one-to-one function or not is by using the horizontal line test. Since hindi na rin pwedeng maulit yung first element natin, then we also need to do the horizontal line test. A function is one-to-one if each horizontal line does not intersect the graph at more than one point. So, instead naman na vertical, horizontal line naman yung idodraw mo. And same rule pa rin na it can only intersect the graph at most once. Kapag more than one point na, hindi siya one-to-one. So, yung dalawang test na ito, the vertical line test and the horizontal line test, must be satisfied for a graph to be identified as one-to-one function. Alright, so that's it for one-to-one functions. I'll see you in the next video for the discussion on inverse function. Thank you for watching. So that's it for the discussion on one-to-one functions. Please check the next video. Please check the video on inverse function for the continuation of this discussion. And don't forget to please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, so that's it for a lesson on one-to-one functions. And before we end, I have a quick question for you. Which of the following are one-to-one functions? Is it A, book to authors, B, SIM card to cell phone numbers, or letter C, true or false questions to answer? Please type your answer in the comments and I'll be checking and replying to your answers. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next lesson. See you in the next video.